Good morning and welcome everybody to day 6 of our program here at the Faith Pavilion of COP28. It's an immense pleasure to be your MC for the day today at the first ever historical moment, the first ever Faith Pavilion at any COP. And this morning, I am even more honored to introduce to you a very young and very inspiring young woman, whose name is Licypriya. She'll be giving a special address this morning. Licypriya is a 12-year-old climate activist, and I just had a short chat with her and asked her what she would like me to highlight about the talk that she's going to give this morning. And she asked me to try to convey how passionate she is about her cause, about all of the sacrifices that she herself is willing to take on in order to fight for a better future for the children of the world. She has indeed been championing her cause since she was 6 years old to protect, preserve, and nurture our environment by fighting climate change. She addressed the world leaders at COP25 in 2019, as well as at the 77th United Nations General Assembly in 2022. She's been recognized for her efforts in raising awareness about climate change and its impact on the planet, and has been involved in the global climate change movement and working on climate education, plastic waste reduction, and air pollution. She's particularly known for the Child Movement campaign, which aims to empower children to take action against climate change and inspire others to join the movement. She has spoken in over 400 institutions and platforms in over 32 countries, advocating adults about the threat of climate change as part of the Child Movement campaign. When she started her movement in 2018, she was alone, but today, she has thousands of supporters from across the globe. She's also a Guinness World Record holder for the plastic pollution campaign and holds the special envoy for the president of Timor-Leste. So without further ado, Licypriya, a very warm welcome to the Faith Pavilion at COP28. The floor is yours.
Hello friends. Kuramjari namaste. My name is Licypriya Kangujam. I'm 12 years old Indian climate activist and the founder of the Child Movement. I'm also the special envoy for the president of Timor-Leste. And I belong to Meitei tribe of northeastern India. Thanks my friend, His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Abdul Salam, Sarah ma'am, and thank you for having me, and the Muslim Council for Elders for inviting me to this Faith Pavilion, to this beautiful Faith Pavilion of the United Nations Climate Conference COP28 Dubai here. I stand before you today with a deep sense of gratitude and humility, representing a collective yearning for a healthier, more sustainable world. As we gather here at this Faith Pavilion, we recognize the profound impact that our shared values and spiritual teachings can have on the fate of our planet. Our diverse faith traditions have long guided us in matters of morality, compassion, and stewardship. Today, we unite not only as representatives of different beliefs, but as custodians of a planet in dire need of our care. The signs of climate change are unmistakable, affecting the most vulnerable among us. and challenging the delicate balance of our ecosystems. In the tapestry of our beliefs, we find common threads woven with love, justice, and a profound reverence for creation. Regardless of our specific faith traditions, we share a responsibility to protect and cherish the earth, the sacred gift entrusted to us. Today, I want to share a short story about my birthplace, Manipur. I belong to a small indigenous tribal group of India, of northeastern India, called the Meitei, bordering Myanmar. You see, my birthplace, Manipur, is surrounded by lush green mountains and a luring atmosphere. But unfortunately, our indigenous lands and rights are grabbed by land mafias and non-indigenous people in my state, Manipur. The latest example is the ongoing communal violence in Manipur between indigenous Meitei us and non-indigenous Kuki people. This ongoing violence in Manipur is fueled by our politicians, and the innocent people are paying the price of it. You see, massive deforestation is carried out currently by those illegal cookies in Manipur to plant poppy drug plants. Not just destroying the lives of those innocent people by drugs, it also caused the worst climate crisis in Manipur. And you can see that most of the rich biodiversity hotspots in Manipur are becoming climate hotspots now. People living in the valley do not even have the drinking water to buy due to severe droughts as a result of massive deforestation in the hills. Most of our crops are washed away by severe flash floods every single year. 75% of our rivers and lakes are now dry and dead. The lush and green mountains are becoming deserts now. And many girl children are out of school to fetch water from a very long distance. So this is real climate emergency in Manipur. And in the small Pacific island country of Timor-Leste, we experience multiple climate change impacts: floods, droughts, landslides, and sea level rise. And this leads to decrease in food security, water shortage, destruction of infrastructure, loss of human life, displacement, limited financial and technology capacity to quickly recover and rebuild loss and damage. Our beautiful islands are now submerging inside the sea due to sea level rising. It's not just threatening our community, our lives. It's threatening our culture and our identity too. You see, millions of children like me are losing their lives, losing their parents and their homes due to climate disasters. This is real climate emergency. And sacrificing the lives of those millions of poor vulnerable children, those innocent children, for the failures of our leaders is unacceptable at any cost. Instead of spending billions of dollars on wars, if we spend it on ending hunger, ending poverty, giving education, and fighting climate change, then what a wonderful place our earth would be. Adoption of Loss and Damage Fund in COP28 is a historic one. It's a good start, but it's still not enough. What we want is not in millions, but in hundreds of billions. And this loss and damage fund shouldn't be in any form of loan or debt trap to the poor developing nations. Our governments must work together to manage a just transition to face out those fossil fuels, which is the coal, oil, and gas, the top cause of today's climate crisis, and make a just transition to renewable energies, which can be the solar, wind, and hydro. Remember, your action today will decide our future tomorrow. My generation is already the victims of today's climate crisis. And I don't want the future generations to face the same consequences again because of our leaders' inaction and empty false promises. We want clean air to breathe, clean water to drink, and clean planet to live. You, the faith leaders, are like the wise wizards and magical beings in my fairy tales. You can help us make good choices. Maybe you can tell everyone about taking care of our planet and being kind to the earth. Your words are like magic spells that can make a huge difference. In the end, I just want to say thank you for listening to me. A little kid with big dreams. I believe in love and kindness. And I believe in our power to make our garden, our earth, the most beautiful place for everyone. Freedom is when you can protect your land and environment. Freedom is when you can protect your children's future, culture, and health. Freedom is when you can read and write. Freedom is when your art of hunger. Freedom is when no one can discriminate you on the basis of caste, creed, color, sex, or any other differences. Freedom is when we are all together in this fight. Fight for your freedom. Thank you, Jai Hind. Sanale Bak Manipurna Yaifre. Thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Licypriya, for this compelling and urgent call to action, for reminding us what freedom is and what freedom means, using words like yearning, balance, tapestry, and bringing this all together in a strong, timely, and urgent call to action. So thank you for your time today. Thank you for sharing with us at the Faith Pavilion. We will take a break now before our